Hello everyone, I'm ThomasWoodenRailway, and today we're taking a short little journey to the Skarloey Railway yard where we're going to take a look at these custom red narrow gauge coaches that were made none other than by Turtles and Thomas. He has made a lot of custom both engines and pieces of rolling stock for me, and I'm very excited to show these off because in the past I have taken a look at some blue narrow gauge coaches that were made by domeless engine. Now it's time to take a look at these red ones. So the red narrow gauge coaches, from my little bit of research before I filmed this video, they were most notably seen in season 4, which is when a lot of the narrow gauge stuff was seen, and these were the coaches that really kind of terrorized Sir Handel, I want to say. There's kind of some little fun facts that I'll reveal towards the end of the video. But yeah, it's just kind of like there's blue coaches and there's red coaches. There's also some green coaches with open sides that they actually did make in wooden railway form. If you think back to the coach that was included in the Rheneas and the roller coaster set in the mid 2000s, that's technically the green narrow gauge coach with open sides. So little fun fact right there. But anyway, let's get started on this video. I'll just go down one by one and show these coaches off. They're all a little bit unique. They have different faces, and once again, they were made by Turtles and Thomas. However, underneath, you'd never know that, I guess. I guess this was a repainted Annie at some point. So we'll call this the first red narrow gauge coach. I'd love to hear your guys' interpretations of what the face is supposed to mean, but what you guys are going to notice with these coaches, they're going to be pretty, similar all the way through. They're going to have 6 windows, a thick solid line on the top, kind of dotted lines on the bottom beneath the windows, and then we have some other lines right here. I really wish what those lines meant, but Turtle's inspiration for these was definitely from season 4 of Thomas and Friends, and he did a really great job bringing them to life. Another thing you guys are going to notice is up top here, he has also painted the round part of the roof, because these coaches, if you go and take a picture of them, they kind of did have round roofs, whereas if you had stopped here at the top, you would get more of like a baggage car look, and that's not really what we're going for. So I want to say Turtles and Thomas, he made these for a couple of other people, and then he eventually did get around to making some for his own, and he's always constantly improving. But I really like the ones that he made for me. And it's funny, a couple other customs Turtles and Thomas has made for me. Sometimes he draws on the nose, sometimes he doesn't. This time, if you were to actually feel it, maybe you can kind of see it on the side there. It's like a piece of construction paper that he's cut out. Gives it kind of a triangular nose. And the way that the eyes are on this one, and like the mouth, I'm guessing a little bit of a worrisome narrow gauge coach. Maybe doesn't really know. I imagine like a new narrow gauge engine puffing up and this coach looking at them like, who are you? And what exactly is going to happen for the rest of the day? So anyway, that's our first narrow gauge coach. I'll bring in the next one. Okay, so this coach, something's not right in his or her world. This coach has seen better days. Based on the eyes, the nose is still the same, but based on the mouth there, this coach may be yelling at an engine, yelling at the passengers. Yeah, this was right here. I think this was my fault. I just didn't store these guys well enough, so kind of took off a little bit of the paint there, but it doesn't really bother me too much. It actually gives these guys a little bit of character, if you know what I mean. And then around the other side, yep, same 7 windows. I was mistaken. This one has 7 windows. The one I just looked at has 6. I think that's just Turtles and Thomas being Turtles and Thomas and just kind of going with the flow, whatever he's thinking at the current moment. So, okay, they have 7 on each side. I was going to ask that. As long as they have the same symmetrical amount of windows, I think we're good. But yeah, these coaches, man, it's been a while since I've looked up, Railway Series history and all that. I think the blue ones were seen in the Railway Series, but the red ones were just kind of a TV series thing. But the fun fact with these is that in season 4, they had faces, and then they did appear in other seasons with the narrow gauge engines, but they never had faces after that. So I don't know if Sir Topham Hatt just got annoyed with how they were acting or something like that. But anyway, I just thought I'd bring that up. So I will swap this coach out for another one. So we go back to 6 windows. If Turtles and Thomas sees this video, I wonder what he'll have to say about that. I'm not mad. It's just kind of interesting. I don't know if that one's meant to be like the brake coach or the front coach or something like that. But anyway, we have our third coach right here. I think this is like the sneaky sly coach. Maybe he or she is plotting something. Yeah, we got 6 windows. Again, thick line up top, dash below the windows on the bottom. And on that one back there, well, this is interesting. Annie's that way. Oh yeah, they still connect. Okay. These are not factory errors, by the way. I'm pretty sure these are knockoffs from like China. So just because they connect this way, it's not like, oh, factory error. It's just like, nah, these are not actual products to begin with. But we get the overall shape and design, which is why people like using knockoffs for customs, and then we don't paint over actual, in this case, quality toys that who knows, once we're done with them, they could be turned into something else. So I like this coach. I like this coach's expression a lot. And if you guys can see on the chassis, look at how much that bends. Do you guys see that? Yeah, this is definitely not a not a legitimate product here. That's not supposed to happen. You can kind of see how it's lopsided anyway. I think when I was setting these coaches up, yeah, I was. I originally had this coach in the front for the start of the video, and then I was looking at it and I was like, it looks kind of like crooked, like it's sitting off to one side. So yeah, I would be correct in that assumption, but I do like the face on this one. This coach is, where did we start with? Okay, we started with this coach. So this coach is like, I wonder what's going to happen. And this coach is like, oh, today's not going to be a good day. So I love, these can technically be different coaches, or you could use them all for the same coach, kind of like in the model series, and you just swap them out between scenes, and you get the same coach with like a different expression, for example. So we are on to our final coach. This coach is a little bit sad looking, maybe because part of his or her paint has been scratched off. Again, that was probably my fault. I just didn't store these guys well enough. But still looking really good. I love a variety of expressions. And what's funny with these, I think with the coach's domeless made me, he included like one happy, one sad, one angry, one kind of nonchalant. And here I'd say we have nonchalant, angry in the back, maybe pesky or plotting, and then this one is sad. This coach looks like it's on the verge of tears. So I don't know if the coaches, or excuse me, if the passengers were being mean, or if an engine came along and bumped the coaches really hard today, but something's going on there. So yes, we are back to the 6 windows on each side. Very, very interesting. I would love to hear Turtles and Thomas's reason for wait, is that no, wait. Oh yeah, I'm thinking it's the shocked face one back there that I 7. Okay, I was getting confused there, but I would love to hear. Honestly, I just think he was, working on the railroad all day long, and was just, doing his thing, and that's totally fine. It makes these coaches unique. For all the coaches, I don't believe Turtles and Thomas came along and painted the top. I don't think he did that. These all look like your normal, almost like. Gosh, I would say Annie and Clarabelle color, but when these were made by Mattel, they had the darker. So I don't know what these were supposed to be. Again, however, we have an upside down chassis here, if my camera will focus, and yeah, they all connect. So yeah, these are definitely fakes and knockoffs. So I'm glad, they're going to hold up as long as I don't like throw them around or anything like that, or they'll be fine, and they won't be too pesky or anything like that. So yeah, those are the 4 red narrow gauge coaches that were made by Turtles and Thomas. I wish I had some other fun facts to share with you guys. Let me see. I have my notes off to the side here. Let's see. They are painted red with yellow stripes. Yeah. That's about it. Turtles and Thomas did a really good job just making these look like something that the Thomas Wooden Railway line could have produced way back in the day. I think in the 90s, we got Ada, Jane, and Mabel, but we never got any covered coaches, and it wasn't until the Rheneas and the roller coaster set about a decade later that we actually got some some narrow gauge coaches with roofs in case the weather turned bad. So it's kind of nice. I have a nice little variety now. I still have like 3 of those green coaches. And then I had Domeless make me 4 of the blue narrow gauge coaches with varying expressions, and now we have 4 of the red narrow gauge coaches with varying expressions. So I definitely have plenty of rolling stock for my narrow gauge engines. I just kind of swap them in or out. You know, I love to include Ada, Jane, and Mabel because they are licensed products, but I also like showing off custom things in my series. So it's just kind of what the story calls for, or you know, what I'm feeling at a particular moment when I get around to filming my episodes. But I like to keep things as even as I possibly can. So once again, one last shout out to Turtles and Thomas for making these coaches for me. I love all the different variety that we have going on here. I love the different facial expressions. And yeah, that's all about it really I can say. So thank you guys for watching this video. If you got any questions, comments, suggestions, feel free to leave them below. Let me know what you guys think of these pieces of rolling stock. And I think that's going to do it for this custom Thomas Wooden Railway model video.